Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the show. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Has the GOP finally gotten the wake-up call that they need? I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. But President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance has given us the winning message that we really need to take the midterms. Again, I can't stress this enough. And you're seeing the adjustments right now. You're seeing the messaging changing right now, almost immediately. The GOP knows that we have a battle on our hands in the midterms. The question is, can good defeat evil again? I believe we can, but we got a lot of work to do. Also, Erika Kirk's long-awaited hour-long sit-down special airs, and she actually makes a statement about all of the conspiracy theories and everything going on. It's powerful. We're going to watch it. And my question is, Candace Owens said that if Erika Kirk tells her to stop, she'll stop. It can be argued that she did tell her to stop in that video, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. But first, we've got to get business out of the way. We need every single one of you to hit that like button right now. The more you hit the like button, the more people see this after the live show. And hit the repost button and or text this and share this with your friends. If you're ready to get the show started, let's go get those American flags blowing up in the chat. But first, we got to tell you about our good friends at Blackout Coffee. There you go. This literally has us going 24/7. I probably drink too much of this. In fact, Allison the other day was concerned about me because I told her how much caffeine I drink, and she was a bit worried about my safety, but that's okay. You need to go to blackoutcoffee.com/Graham right now. Blackoutcoffee.com/Graham. Promo code Graham is going to save you 20% when you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we need you to support the sponsors that support us. They keep this show literally on the air. They support Rumble. They support us. Go to blackoutcoffee.com/Graham. Promo code Graham right now. Okay, let's bring everybody's favorite redneck, Hot Seat Todd, in the show right
Cheers,
now.
mate.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, mate.
Ciao.
Yeah, it's great. I'm telling you, brutal awakening, guys. It'll change your life.
Okay. All right. Let's do this thing. Okay. So yesterday we were very angry. Yesterday we had what I would call an old grandpappy talking to in light of getting our butt kicked. And so now we can get a little bit back to, now we got to get to the plan. Okay. Yesterday was vent. Now we got to get to the plan. We're going to play you a lot of stuff today about getting back on that plan. I think yesterday the president and, everybody involved, James Blair, everybody getting back on messaging. Here's the thing. Well, we'll talk about all that. But first, we got to get back to Todd's CLC videos of the day. Let's get CLC, Cry Libs Cry, blowing up in the chat. And I have not seen these videos. Todd would not let me see them before the show. So let's do it. Everybody always asks me what I'm doing when I reach down. The freaking cord to this stupid earpiece has to run through my shirt, and I'm always having to toss it back in the middle of my legs so I don't step over it. That's what's going on. I hate this stupid thing. All right. Let's go.
Serious question, Graham. Do you watch those home renovation shows, where people go in and they buy a house?
Home makeover.
Yeah, home makeover, hometown in Laurel, Mississippi. Do you watch anything like that?
I mean, I have. We used to watch, what is it, Sell It or List It?
Yeah.
Back in the day when Alyssa was pregnant and hormones and stuff, we used to watch Love It or List It. All right, let's go.
All right, this is kind of like this. It's coming new to Discovery, and I'm sure you'll love it. I'm sure you'll love it. It's called the Trixie Motel.
Okay.
It's called Trixie Motel.
We're here to break shit. Go back to the end. The eyes. First of all, it looks like a skunk just mated with her face. Is what it looks like.
I said it looks like a retarded raccoon.
It looks like she ran into a skunk in a convertible going full speed, and it is now permanently a part of her face.
And I have to admit, I'm impressed.
His face.
This is
that is a man.
This is a play on words. This is a man tucking his hammer while carrying a hammer. Like it can't be this.
What's the purpose of the show?
I have no
do we even know? Is it a hotel that people can check into and then fear for their lives?
On Discovery Plus, so it's rated TV 14. So your kids can watch it.
Of course, it's TV 14. Why not? What is the difference? You know, we got PG 13 movies and you got TV 14. Why is there a difference? Why can't
I don't know.
One universal thing. And I love this new like Austin Powers like dancing girl like 1960. Like that's what it looks like. The fembots. That's what they're called. And I was about the fembots. That's what it looks like. I hate everybody. I hate the world. I really do. I was telling Todd I can't talk about it too much. But literally, I'm getting sued as we speak, and I'm having to deal with it this morning. 6:47 in the morning, I'm dealing with crap about something dumb. But either way, just know it's not as easy as just talking. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's go.
One more. All right,
one more.
This is comedian, Birmingham, Alabama, famous Roy Wood Jr.
Wood Jr.?
Yeah, talking to Club Shay Shay. And this
Club Shay Shay.
And this is epic.
Found the family that purchased the first black wood of my bloodline off the slave ships in Charleston.
Yep. That's what we came off of.
If I wanted to today, I could find the white wood descendants in southern Georgia and pull up on a fucking house. One day I will.
Yeah.
Hold up. I gotta see.
What would the purpose? But what would the purpose be?
I don't know. Hey,
how much money is he worth? Google it.
A lot.
Google it. Net worth. I want to know. Before I say what I want to say, I want to know how much that guy's net worth is. I know Shannon Sharp is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. How much is that guy making?
Over $3 million is his net
$3 million
worth.
a year. Okay, so you got a $3 million net worth. The average American, what's the average salary for Americans? The average U.S. salary for Americans. Bear with me one second. I just want to get all the info before I talk.
All right. The average American household net worth is about $1.06 million.
Okay. All right. Net worth for the average American household.
Whole family.
The average salary per person in America is $61,700 a year. So this guy is making triple the average of the net worth of an American family. And he wants to roll up on the descendants of the people that were the first people to buy his lineage of family that brought them to America, the same America of which you make and are worth $3 million net worth, which is 3 times the net worth of the average American. So in other words, you would rather be in Africa right now where, you know, there's still Christian persecution going on. They'll cut your head off for worshiping Jesus and all this other kind of stuff.
Right.
Go back. Like, I mean, that's what I want to say to these people. Shannon Sharp, I love it too. That's where we come from.
Yeah,
too. That's where we come from too. You just got busted for making a sex tape, Shannon. Just shut your mouth. You somehow don't know how to turn your camera off when you are having
doing your club Shay Shay.
A goody time with your lady friend. And I just, you live in a world where you make millions of dollars for being funny. Like that is the world you live in.
You
like,
make money for telling knock knock.
Go back. Roll up on their house. That's what he said. I'd roll up on their house. You notice how ghetto they get when they talk about it? I'm serious. Roll up on their house. Okay. Is that how we's be talking? Is that how we speak? No. It's not, dude.
Him matters, not the redneck. Him.
No, man. No, I'm being for real, dude. Like you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't just freaking talk white and then all of a sudden when you wanna like roll up on somebody, all of a sudden I'm gonna roll up on their house, up on these dubs. I'm gonna roll up on there. Like you can't do that. I'm gonna pop a wheezy in there easy. Like you can't do all that kind of stuff, you know? Like I'm being for real, you can't do that, man.
Say that one more time, please.
I'm gonna pop a wheezy in there easy.
We have way too much on this show.
I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what I just said. So if that was super offensive, I don't know.
Pop a wheezy and they easy. I love it.
Anyway, go back. That's all I have to say. Go back. The fact that Shannon Sharp could face all the allegations that he's facing and still have a show and a platform.
Oh man,
it's even more testament to the point. Freaking go back. We came from the boats in Charleston. We came in Charleston. They bought us in Charleston, put us in slavery 400 years. Shut up. Like, shut up.
For
no,
real.
They did not. Not you. My grandmother told me I'm the 10th cousin of George Washington. You know what that means? Nothing. It means absolutely nothing. I got more in common with a monkey than I do George Washington in DNA. Shut up. Golly, man. Stuff makes me so mad.
Got me choking, bro.
All right. Okay. I just can't, dude. All right. Let's move on. I'll get sued here again. Just bring it on. Hey,
that needs to be the next. That needs to be the next shirt for Never Woke. Papa Wheezy and they easy. Just a picture of the Patriot hammer holding a gun like James Bond.
I can't. All right, what else we got next? I'm all messed up now. Let's go.
Fortunately, AOC.
Okay, so this is AOC, and look, Marjorie has already come out and said that the allegation or the rumors of her running for president in 2028 are false. Again, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Who cares? If she runs for president, she runs for president. If she doesn't run for president, she doesn't run for president. But AOC says that she's going to spill some tea here. If you think AOC's an idiot, I want some American flags in the chat. And the chat better break at this point. If you think AOC is a moron, first of all, this freeze frame of AOC in that face, it looks like you're almost about to pass gas, but maybe also she's having a thought at the same time. You don't really know which one it is. Okay, let's listen to what AOC has to say about Marjorie Taylor Greene. In regards to, she's been kind of irritable lately. So let's see what she says.
Here's some tea for you. MTG, people are like, oh my God, she's saying all of these things. Like, what's gotten into her lately? Oh, like she's bucking against Trump. She's bucking against the administration. Marjorie Taylor Greene wanted to run for Senate in Georgia. She wanted to run for Senate earlier this year in the state of Georgia. She wanted to be the Republican nominee for Senate. So she was gearing up for that statewide race, and Trump told her no. Trump said no. And the White House and Trump land shut down Marjorie Taylor Greene's personal ambitions to run for Senate. And she has been on a revenge tour ever since.
Okay, so let's go back. Show her stupid face for a minute. Just go back.
Perfect.
There we go.
Perfect.
All right, so this very well could be true, but this is also politics.
Yeah.
I ran for Congress in 2022. And I had many meetings with the president at Mar-a-Lago. And at the end of the day, the president sat me down and said, Graham, I love you. The whole family loves you. You're great. You're amazing. You're wonderful. We've got two candidates. One candidate's greater than the other. Not saying it's you, but not saying it's not you. But at the end of the day, he endorsed state rep at the time, Russell Fry, over me. And then he asked me to get out of the race.
Thank
So
God.
so there wouldn't, but hold on, so there wouldn't be a split vote. Okay, so even if this is true, that's politics. Trump says no all the time. Now, Marjorie's got the right to run anyway.
Yeah.
But she knows that she can't without Trump's endorsement. Same thing that I knew. And nobody knew who Russell Fry was at the time, but New York Times, New York Post, everybody had a heyday with Trump not picking me. Trump shuns longtime ally Graham Allen for state rep, blah, 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 blah. And then let me see if I can find it here. You don't think I keep
I was happy. I'm glad you're not a politician.
Well, hold on.
While you're looking for that, let me just remind the audience here. Shut up, AOC. Y'all told a dude not to run for president that was president. Like, shut your stupid mouth. Like, be quiet.
Yeah, January. Here it is. Save America emails. You guys remember these? You guys remember these Save America emails for endorsements? Okay. January 28th, 2022. That's one day before my birthday. Statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States. Graham Allen is a warrior for America First and has always answered the call to serve our nation. Thank you, Graham, for your support of the MAGA ticket in 2022. Graham has a great future ahead of him. This is what I got. I got an email. Thanks, Graham, but no thanks. That's politics, baby.
Yeah.
So even if it is true, AOC's not spilling any kind of tea that people don't already know. This is how it works. This is how it happens. I still to this day am one of the most avid supporters of the president, and he straight up told me no.
No, Graham. No.
And see, that's the difference that we have here. You see, we've got people who are only loyal when things go their way. And I keep going back to Candace. Candace has turned on Donald Trump because she says things like, Donald Trump was rude to me. Donald Trump's been rude to me like 3 times. He's from New York. Yeah. He's been a billionaire his whole life. He can be kind of touchy sometimes. Everybody in the White House knows this. Yo, now ain't the day. Don't go in there right now.
Leave that man alone.
Anyway, I'm just saying, like this is not tea. You can say what you want to about Marjorie. She is not on the war path with Donald Trump because Donald Trump didn't support a Senate campaign. Marjorie doesn't have that kind of power to go to war with Donald Trump. And so I don't believe that. But this is not tea. This is not tea. This is not like spilling some kind of secret. I literally just told you and exposed you or even provided more context to one of the darkest moments of my life. I disappeared to a cabin literally in the woods for a week after that because, dude, that sucked. I mean, that was
I remember that. I remember that phone call.
Suck. And anyway, just that's it. Wanted to squash that. Wanted to be done with it. If Marjorie runs for president in 2028, it's her right to do so. She's going to get her butt kicked, but it's her right to do it. So I mean, whether she does, whether she doesn't, it's 2025. We're not even 2026 yet. Don't nobody know except for JD Vance that they're running for president in 2028.
Yeah, just stick to the view, Marjorie. You're doing good. Stick to the
All
view.
All right, let's get into our next sponsor for the day because we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. So hit that like button, hit that share button. We want to tell you about our good friends over at Chapter. Ladies and gentlemen that are on Medicare and Medicare plans, now is the time to make sure that you're not getting scammed, to make sure that you're not getting taken advantage of, to make sure that you're paying the prices that you need to pay. Our good friends over at Chapter are saving Americans over $1,100 a month. And they're making sure that you're on the right plan. They're making sure that your plans haven't been canceled out from under you and you don't know about it. They're doing everything they can to make sure that you have the protections that you're supposed to have for you and your family, those of you who actually need this service. So call 720-722-6833. 6835 right now. That's 720-722-6835 right now. One more time, 720-722-6835. Contact our friends over at Chapter and make sure, A, you've got your health insurance plan, B, you're paying the least amount of money for it, C, making sure you still have it because Medicare is known for just eliminating plans and not even telling you. So call our friends at Chapter, 720-722-6835. All right.
And that's how a pro does it right there. Reading a script that's as long as Psalms with maintaining camera eye contact. Good job, buddy.
Trying, man. Do you know? I didn't know I had a peripheral down. Like, you know, like trying to read it.
I can't do that unless I do this. I have to point my glasses down. It ain't gonna work.
Okay. All right. We got a lot of things to talk about. Let's go straight to Mom Donnie. Let's just do it.
Okay.
We have to talk about Mom Donnie. And you guys know I'm working on my third book.
Great.
It will be finished 1 January. I think it goes on pre-order in April. Nice. And it's about the midterm elections. And thankfully, in real time, we've seen what's going on and we see the writings on the wall. On his first day of being mayor-elect, everything's free. Mom Donnie says that he needs more money. So let's play this clip. You can't make it up. I mean, it is as ironic as possible. If you hate this guy, give me some American flags in the chat. Let's go.
Good morning, New York City. Thank you. Last night we made history, and today we begin the work of making a new administration. Welcome to the transition. This is the period over the next few months where we build a city hall that delivers on the promises of our campaign, to make New York City affordable and to make government accountable to the people it serves. As we prepare to govern, we'll start announcing the leaders who will help implement our agenda. People like deputy mayors who oversee entire areas of government and the commissioners who carry out the critical work of city agencies. These appointments will be driven by excellence, integrity, and hunger to solve old problems with new solutions. Talking to organizers on the front lines of the fight to improve our city, government veterans with proven track records, policy experts from around the country and the world, and working people who know better than anyone what our neighborhoods deserve. And this will be a period, like the campaign we ran and the city hall to come, defined by transparency. Because New Yorkers deserve a government they can trust. On January 1st, I will be your mayor. New Year's Day and a new era for this city. Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. So I hope you'll make a donation at transition2025.com. Now let's get to work.
Transition. Wow.
Transition. Welcome to the transition. Transition 2025.
I just want to look at it.
Yeah, let's see here. Hold on. What does it say? 104,000 volunteers, 3.1 million doors locked, 4.5, 2.5, 2.7 million text sent. I send more text messages than that to people. What are we talking about? Okay. All right. Gay. I don't care. Yeah. Anyway, it's amazing how all of a sudden the guy who says everything's going to be free all of a sudden needs money to do this. I thought that, like, with mayor stuff, don't you get a budget? Don't you get like a budget of like transitional budgeting and things like that? Where did all that go?
Everything's free, but we just have to collect money from rich people to build it first.
All right. First of all, I'm going to flip this on you, Todd.
Okay.
I don't want Charlie's thoughts on Zoran first. I want The View.
Okay.
Let's go to The View. The View had something to say. If you think The View sucks, let's get TVS. The View sucks blowing up in the chat. I just want to hear what they have to say. Let's just play this real quick. What is this?
Because that is the roadmap for how Democrats become the opposition party. You meet energy with energy. When they go low, you go lower. I am sorry, but that is where we are now. We need that opposition. And I think we saw that last night.
Pause. Love it. This is why. It makes everything I've been telling you right. This is the mind of the average liberal. Go as low as possible. These people are less than human. They must be eradicated. Republicans say things like, we must defeat them. We must beat them. Democrats say they must be gotten away with. It must be eradicated. They must be gone. Now, Why is Zohran Mamdani so dangerous? I've said this. Everybody keeps asking me, why in the world are you spending so much time talking about this guy? This guy is dangerous. And let me tell you why. Charlie said it best as well. Me and him agree on many things, me and Charlie. Just let Charlie, let's play this clip. Again, another very prophetic message from Charlie Kirk back in August, I believe this was. Let's listen to what Charlie has to say. Let's get some flags for Charlie.
The rise of Mamdani should be it's a coming attraction of what is coming next.
Who's Mamdani?
Zohran Mamdani, the Muslim communist that is running for mayor in.
Look. Tucker didn't even know who he was. Did you catch that? Who's Mamdani?
Who's that guy?
See that? Tucker didn't even know who he was back when this was filmed. Okay, play it.
In New York City, who obviously there's a whole rabbit hole we can go down there. He just looks kind of be like central casting, and his ideas are terrible. He wants the city to run the grocery stores, all that. But I think everyone's not everyone, but most people are missing the point of really what this is. This is yet another distress signal by young people to say, hey, if you're not going to fix our life economically, we're going to get very radical politically. Now let's take a step back. President Trump won the youth vote in many states across the country, in many battleground states. Now, Tucker, 12, 13 years ago when I started Turning Point, if you would have told me that a Republican running for the presidency would be winning the youth vote in Michigan and in Arizona, I'd say, no way. It's an incomprehensible accomplishment of what President Trump was able to do. One of the reasons he was able to win younger voters and younger men, especially in big numbers, is that they were trying to get their leaders' attention. They said, hey, this guy, Donald Trump, he is pledging to go fix our economic anxiety. He is loud. He is going to get your attention. Donald Trump was a distress signal by a lot of young people, especially young men, that were stuck in a credit-centric renter economy. And again, this is what is the rise of Mamdani. It's just another iteration of this, only from the left.
There you go. That is a
Very smart
prophetic word from Charlie Kirk. Mm-hmm. Why is Mamdani dangerous? Okay. Especially with youth. We talked about it. I talked about it in the book the other day. 18 to 29-year-old females, Gen Zers, voted 86% for Mamdani. Okay. So it's just like, think about the Matrix, right? You got Neo and then you got Mr. Smith, right? Or Agent Smith or whatever.
Yep. Mr. Anderson.
So Donald Trump was this, like Charlie said, this distress signal that we conservatives saw as a push against our establishment Republican leaders that were not listening to us. Our voices were not being heard. The rise of the other side that are radicalized, they're violent, they're sinful. And we're all sinful, but they are radically sinful and unapologetically so. They are pro murdering of us and our children. They're pro death. They're pro genital mutilation. They're pro murder of children in the womb. That side also is frustrated with their establishment that they're calling it. You hear AOC and all these other people talk establishment Republicans. Mm-hmm. Well, what is the catalyst, and as Charlie put it, the distress signal type of candidate that comes out of something like that? Well, you get a Zohran Mamdani, a pledged himself radical Islamist, Democrat, socialist. That's what you get. So just like President Trump was our bucking the system, if you would, this is the litmus test again of this new wave of the more radicalized liberal bucking the system of the what they call the establishment Democrats. And again, let me remind you, who are the establishment Democrats that these crazy people view them as moderates?
AOC.
They want men and women's sports. They believe men can be women can be men. They believe that we should have open borders of illegals flooding into our country. They believe that women should be able to murder babies whenever they want. On and on and on and on. We can have gay priests, gay weddings, gay this, gay that, blah, 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 blah. It never freaking ends. There should be free everything, free childcare, free housing, free internet, free phones, free clothes, free food. The list goes on and on and on. Those are now considered the moderate Democrats that the angst of the youth, 18 to 29, is now sending to the forefront. And it is concerning. And that's why I'm so concerned about it. Yes.
So can I ask a question? And you may call me a retard for saying this, and that's okay.
I never call you retarded, Todd.
Yeah. Okay. So he's a Democrat socialist, according to him. All right. Mm-hmm. And everybody's in full blown panic mode over this.
He's a communist, but he's calling himself a Democrat socialist.
Okay. So is it crazy for me to go, all right, I'm not really worried about this dude, simply because Bernie Sanders has been a Democrat socialist for 50 years at this point? How many times has he run for president in a primary and lost? He's never been a president. And so,
okay, but that's because of, go ahead, finish.
Let me finish. While I say Mama Dami is I agree, he is dangerous. America is not voting a president that's a socialist. Now, it may work in New York, it may work in California. I just don't see it working on a national stage, And so, yeah, I mean, is he gonna crap the bed in New York gonna turn into a crap hole? Yeah, for sure. But shouldn't we be just a little bit, just a tiny bit excited, knowing that he's gonna destroy New York? This is not gonna work, and hopefully that'll be the end of it.
I don't think so. And the reason why is this: again, how are elections won? We talk about this all the time. How are elections actually won? Presidential elections. How are they won? Come on, Todd. How are they won?
You're asking me.
We talk about this all the time. Yeah.
Well, the narrative, who controls the narrative, who controls social media, who gets the message out, and all that stuff.
The middle.
People.
Presidential elections are won by the middle, and the middle does this all the time. It's a teeter-totter. All this kind of stuff. If every single Republican voted, it still wouldn't get a Republican in office. If every single Democrat voted, it still wouldn't get a Democrat in office. They need the middle that sits like this, like a teeter-totter across the thing. How close are we actually to electing a Democrat socialist into the White House? I think we're a lot closer than we're giving it credit for. Bernie Sanders would have won. Bernie Sanders got screwed in the primary against Hillary Clinton, against the establishment Democrats. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows that Bernie Sanders had that freaking thing won, and they screwed him because it was Hillary's time. It was Hillary's this. This is a major warning sign to pay attention to. This is a major warning sign to listen to. Look, I know, dude, look, I'm about to be 40. You're already over the hump. Look, we have to realize that we are closer to 18 to 29-year-olds' grandparents than we are to them. We have to realize this.
Ain't no doubt.
Okay? It's the truth. Okay? Our music is equivalent to them like the 1940s music was equivalent to us. Okay? That's where we are.
Right.
You have to think like the 18 to 29-year-olds that are more radically involved in voting than ever in history, outside of the formation of the country, perhaps.
Yeah.
But since we've been polling, 18 to 29-year-olds are voting more now than they ever have. And if you take what these radicalized 18 to 29-year-olds are thinking, what they're doing, specifically the females. Okay, now I've seen a lot of people talk about repealing the 19th Amendment and all this other kind of crap.
Back up and punt, people.
I'm not saying that. However, we do have a messaging issue with women, even on the Republican side. And I know that you, the Dear America family, don't feel that, but you know who I'm talking about. We have, it was the only aspect that President Trump did not win and also perform better in. It was the only demographic. 30 to 45-year-old, white, educated, kidless females.
Not catless, kidless.
Kidless.
Not
If they're
catless.
kidless, they got cats. That's
There
just
you
all
go.
there is to it. But that's it. And you look at the younger generations, 18 to 29-year-old female Gen Zers, it's off the chart liberal. And think about it like this. I talked about this with my editors yesterday. Think about all the people that are throwing the biggest hissy fits about everything right now. It's always women.
Oh yeah, all them
It's
TikToks
always
screaming.
It's always Karens. It's always
Yep.
like we ladies. Listen to me. Just don't tune me out yet. I'm trying to drive a point here. You can no longer just sit idly by while your friends talk all this craziness. You have an obligation to challenge their insane rhetoric and their insane understandings of things. You have an obligation. They'll just tune us out because we're mansplaining to them, right? Like they won't listen to us.
Especially with this accent.
You have an obligation because whether you like it or not, conservatives, Christendom has a messaging issue with women in this country right now. Now, whether that's actually the message is wrong or these women are just not hearing it the right way and they are just radicalized to the point of no return, I don't know yet. It's yet to be seen. But if you agree with that, ladies in the chat, give me a yes or no and pick up your cross and go fight that battle that you can fight.
God, we can't do it. I'm gonna tell you now. Like there is nothing I can say to appeal to those women. Nothing. Not a thing.
Okay, here's the thing. But how did Zohran Mamdani win? Okay, I want you to find James Blair first, Todd. I know I'm switching around on you here, but just keep your place. But find James Blair first. Now, James Blair was President Trump's campaign manager. He is now the deputy chief of staff at the White House. He was also my campaign manager, by the way. So I know James very well. Listen to what he has to say about why the elections went the way that they went. But before he says this, remember when everybody was getting upset with us over the Epstein list and everything like that? I believe I said something, and comment an American flag if you remember me saying this. If I'm Donald Trump, the way I win the midterms is you have to focus on the middle. And the way you focus on the middle is you got to fix the economy. You got to lower prices. You got to do this. You got to do that. You can't worry about putting people in jail yet because the people in the middle don't care about that. Did I not say that? Do you guys remember me saying that? Put an American flag in the chat if you remember me saying that. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I'm delusional, but I'm pretty sure that I said those exact words. Well, now listen to what they're saying the day after we just got our butt kicked. Let's play it.
75% of Mickey Sherrill's ads were positive, overwhelmingly talking about cost of living and heavily talking about lowering power costs. Jack didn't really talk about that. He talked about taxes and he won the tax vote, but he didn't address those key issues of affordability very effectively. He was mostly talking generically about Change New Jersey. And I'm not denigrating Jack, but it was not in line necessarily with what voters were saying. Two, in Virginia, over half of Winsome Sears ads talked about transgender, and it's not even the top 5 issues, according to voters. Why did Zohran Mamdani do so well last night? He relentlessly focused on affordability. People can talk about communists, they can say all these things, but the fact is, he was talking about the cost of living.
Folks that I'm talking to privately who are supporters of President Trump think that he needs to be talking about cost of living a whole lot more.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Duh.
I'm just a dumb redneck that has no college degree. What do I know about any of this stuff? But yes, because you have to think about midterms. You can't do what the far right wants done immediately right off the bat when you also have to remember about the midterms at the same time. We said this.
One and a half rednecks on this show has been saying that for 4 or 5 months now at this point. Crazy.
You'll see the president talk a lot about cost of living as we turn the year and into the new year. The president is very keyed into what's going on, and he recognizes, like anybody, that it takes time to do an economic turnaround, but all the fundamentals are there. And I think you'll see him be very, very focused on prices and cost of living.
Okay, so there you go. So that was James Blair. Now let's go back. And yesterday, President Trump made several speeches about what we have how we've got to win this thing moving forward. Okay, this is how we've got to move about, and this is how we win moving forward. So we're going to roll through some of this stuff because we got a lot of ground to cover here in 20 minutes. What is this about?
Filibuster.
I don't give a crap about the filibuster. Move on. I want the economy conversations. Let's go.
All right. All right. No.
It should be the next clip where he's.
Well, the next one's JD Vance.
Oh, okay, that works. Okay, JD Vance. JD Vance says, I think it's idiotic to overreact to a couple of elections in blue states, but a few thoughts. Okay, I love JD. This is politics. You diminish what it means, but then you also go, okay, but here's my points on how we fix it. You see what I mean? Like, because there is a problem. One, Scott Pressler, TPUSA, and a bunch of others have been working hard to register voters. I said it in 2022, and I've said it repeatedly since. Our coalition is, quote, lower propensity, and that means we have to do better at turning out voters than we have in the past. Correct. We have to figure out a way to get low propensity voters to show up when Trump's not on the ticket. Two, we need to focus on the home front. The president's done a lot of that, and it's already paid off in lower interest rates, lower inflation, but we inherited a disaster from Joe Biden, and Rome wasn't built in a day. We're going to keep on working to make a decent life affordable in this country, and that's the metric by which we'll ultimately be judged in 2026 and beyond. Ding, 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 ding. Didn't I say that to win the midterms, we got to focus on the things that people in the middle care about, which is the economy, their 401ks, the stock market, housing cost, affordability, gas. But what do I know? Number 3, the infighting is stupid. Yes. I care about my fellow citizens, particularly young Americans, being able to afford a decent life. I care about immigration and our sovereignty, and I care about establishing peace overseas so our resources can be focused at home. If you care about those things too, let's work together. Bravo.
Please.
Exactly correct. It's almost like the comms team of the vice president's office is watching the show. And I know this because the White House texted me yesterday. All right. So I know that they're listening. Now, let's go to the president. Let's hear what the president has to say. I need the videos.
Oh, okay.
Care less about Eric. All right, here we go. This is him talking about what the Dems are offering. Here we go.
Are offering an economic nightmare. We're delivering an economic miracle. We have delivered in 9 months. This is the biggest investment of funds in a country in history by many times. That's good. They want higher spending for government and illegal aliens. We want bigger paychecks for American workers and American families, and that's what we're delivering. You see that. They stand for crime and chaos and corruption. We stand for law and order and justice. Also, strong borders. Boy, do we have strong borders. They put America last. We put America first. We put America first. And as long as I'm in the White House, the United States is not going communist in any way, shape, or form. We'll stop it. We're going to stop it. Stop this nonsense. Our opponents are offering.
All right. Megyn Kelly has something to say about this stuff, about Republicans, and so does Steve Bannon. All right. We're going to play both of them because they're both right in their own regards here. Here's Megyn Kelly telling the truth. And you got to give Megyn credit where credit's due. She's telling the truth. Let's play it.
The Republican Party needs to get its shit together.
100%.
ASAP. I'm really glad we spent the past couple of weeks, as Sean Davis of The Federalist put it, policing some young person's group chat, what a podcast host said, and what the head of a think tank over at Heritage had to say. I'm really glad that the Republicans devoted so much time to that. That was a great move. Terrific move.
Amazing.
Way to stick together to really shine a light on what matters. The Republicans like to lose. They enjoy losing. They enjoy when they are embattled and in a losing position and complaining. They love it. They do it really well. Less good at winning, especially when Donald Trump is not there to get them over the line. The Republican Party is not strong. Donald Trump is strong. Republicans don't know how to win. They don't know who to run. They don't know what to do when daddy's not there to fly them across the finish line. And that's just been so obvious. Meanwhile, Trump is all over the Middle East, while people's groceries bills are still high. They're still dealing with inflation. They're suffering. Like, that's it. Okay. We're focus on domestic policy and on making people's lives better. That's really all I have to say.
It's not that hard. Like,
well, and it's like what we said yesterday. We said we've got crap candidates, and I said it yesterday. Remember this? I said, actually, we will lose the elections in June in the primaries if we don't have solid candidates in the spots. If we have weak candidates that can't stand on their own, we're already done in June.
Yep.
Megan, you can get it off of her here. Megan is very right when she says these things. Like you can think what you want to about Megyn Kelly. She understands politics. Okay,
she gets it.
She gets politics. If we can't win without, as she put it, Daddy, President Trump being on the ballot or dragging us across the finish line, ladies and gentlemen, again, not only is Donald Trump not going to be on any ballot moving forward, he's also not going to live forever.
Yeah.
We have to figure out a way to make it the America First Party, not just the Trump Party.
Yep.
Because that's what it is. There is no Republican Party. There's just not. Okay, it might be doing business as the Republican Party, but it's the Trump Party. And if you're anti-Trump, you ain't winning a Republican seat. Okay, but we've got to figure out a way to make it the America First Party. It can still be the doing business as the Republican Party, but it's got to be America First. It's got to be the MAGA Party. It's got to. Or we're in serious trouble. Steve Bannon says it very well here. Just play it. This is good by Steve.
We're in a revolution, and we have to win. If we don't win, the country's gone. The stakes could not be higher. It's very simple. This is a binary function. This is black and white. We win and they lose. This is just like going against the evil empire in the Soviet Union. But now it is here in the United States of America. This is not a foreign threat. This is an internal threat. This is a clear and present danger of an enemy. All enemies, foreign and domestic. Well, we got a couple, three foreign, but man, we got more than a couple, three domestic enemies. Full stop. And on stage last night in New York City, that was an enemy.
Yes.
That was an enemy.
Yeah, man.
And it's a very dangerous enemy. A very dangerous enemy. I'm telling you, if you think, oh, it's just the mayor of New York City, you're not. I don't know what other signs you need. Charlie saw it. We saw it. We started talking about Zohran Mamdani long ago because it's so insane that this person actually won that it makes you sit here and you go, holy crap, we are really fighting against all this stuff. Jay Jones is even more terrifying. If you don't believe the hype about Mamdani, then look at Jay Jones. And if you still haven't figured that out, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, let's find Trump talking about our opponents last night. Not the filibuster. So it'll be after James, not the filibuster, the next one.
This one?
There we go. Yeah. All right, let's play it.
What congressional Democrats wish to do to America. Just look at the result of yesterday's election in New York, where their party installed a communist as the mayor of the largest city in the nation. Remember, I've said we will never have a socialist elected to any post in our country. I used to say that, and I was right. We skipped socialist and we put in a communist instead.
Boom. Pause. That's the part. That's all that needs to be said.
That's it.
This guy says he's a Democrat socialist, but he's not. He's a communist. We got a lot of work on our hands. Trump goes on to say, we have a choice in 2026 and 2028 moving forward. It's communism or capitalism. That's it. What do you want?
Period.
What do you want? That's where we are.
I tell you what the kids want.
If you stand with capitalism, get those American flags going, but we got a lot of work to do. But we got to talk about Erika Kirk. All right, we got 10 minutes left. I want to go to, this is Erika Kirk talking about her children receiving death threats. I know this very well. Mine get death threats all the time. I can only imagine what Erika has to deal with. Let's play this.
You're very protective of your children's privacy.
Yes.
As Charlie's profile grew, Were you concerned?
We live in a day and age where the internet feels so entitled to everything. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? You know, explain this, explain that. And we live in a world where children don't even have a childhood anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why are you posting a photo of your kids so that you can get $50 off a stroller? Like, that does not make sense to me.
Crazy.
If you can't afford a stroller, buy one you can afford. Like, that makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. But to use your child or a photo of you standing in the bathroom embracing them specifically, and you have 500 copies of that same pose so you can get it right for social media, is bizarre to me. And it was to Charlie too. And our babies are not for anyone else's viewing other than ours and our family. And why would I want AI images of my children out there? Why would I want, and yeah, we get kidnapping threats. We always have. We get death threats. We always have. You're just smart about it. Protect what you love. Protect who you love.
Man, you want to talk about an elegant young lady right there, man.
Well, but here's the thing.
her.
Everybody attacks Erika because they find the way she answers things weird. Like women specifically are attacking Erika. And again, I'm not trying to like harp on women today, but the people that are talking the most crap about Erika Kirk right now are other women.
Yep.
Because she ain't doing it the way that they would do it, and because she ain't doing it the way that they would do it, then something's wrong with her. Okay, so here's Erika talking about the conspiracy theories. I want to jump to that.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, let's play this. This is amazing. Let's see what she has to say about this. It's 2 minutes, but we're going to listen to all of it. Let's go.
There's other theories swirling around about Charlie's assassination.
Right.
How does that make you feel?
When everything happened, my phone died and became a black hole. I just didn't turn it on for weeks on end. I've intentionally insulated myself because I need to guard my heart, and I need to be there for my kids, and I need to be there for Turning Point. And what I've realized through all of this is that everyone grieves differently. Everyone is trying to figure out, and I don't blame them, how does this happen? How does somebody become so radicalized where they can justify this in their own head? We just lost one of the greatest voices of our generation. Why? How? What's behind it? Like, everyone's trying to process this. And I respect that. But where my heart is just asking for some grace is for the ones who were there that day. They have to relive that every single day. He didn't die in a car accident. He didn't die from cancer. He was assassinated. And the difference between this and previous assassinations in this country is there was no social media. There was no AI. I can tell you how many fake images are out there of all of this. And again, my only request is that just please pray and consider and think about whatever you put online, because it's going to impact his kids in the future. I don't want my kids to go on the internet one day when they're older and see things that it's just, we're all trying to process this in their own way, and I appreciate that.
Pause. All right, what an amazing answer. But here's my thing. Candace Owens says that the only people that can stop her are her husband and Erika Kirk. Erika Kirk just said the one thing she asked for is grace for the people who were there. Is that not her saying back off? Did she not just say that? Did she not just say that? So my question is, I'll be curious to see what Candace says today, but I wonder if she will back off. Because yesterday she was still attacking Mikey McCoy on a whole new rampage, just going to town on Mikey. And so Candace said the only person that can stop her. Now, what Candace is going to do is what Candace meant was Specifically, Erika Kirk's got to come to me, to my house. No, not call. That ain't even good enough. She's got to come to my house and she's got to tell me the truth of what happened, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, reveal to me everything that's in court, all this other kind of stuff, and then ask me, beg for me to stop. That's what she really meant. That's what she meant. And so I will be interested to see. I believe it's going to go something like this. I love Erika. Erika's amazing. I can't imagine what she's going through right here. But something just feels off to me. Something just feels off. That's what you're going to see from Candace today. I'll go ahead and predict that. Yep. That's what you're going to see. Something's not right. Blink if you're being held hostage. You know, like something's not right. That's what's going to happen because it's not going to stop.
And for this whole with Erika, God bless her, because she's in a lose-lose situation. She is handling this with such grace, like a true Proverbs woman. She is handling this so gracefully, but she's in a lose-lose situation because if she could be going scorched earth right now, and she's not doing it. But the thing is, whether she handling it the way she is or going scorched earth, Candace and Nick and the rest of these idiots would still be going after her regardless of what direction she chose. Go scorched earth, Erika. Just burn it all down.
All right. The last clip I want to show, this is Erika Kirk on the death penalty of Tyler Robinson. All right. We've already shown the clip that she's anti them not having cameras in the courtroom. She wants it. She wants the world to see what happened. She wants the world to see what happened. And so, here's another thing that I also believe. I also believe, because she said earlier that she's insulated herself. Like if you think that she is posting on X and all this stuff, you've lost your mind. She is probably talking to somebody about what she wants to say, and somebody else is. I promise you, Erika Kirk has deleted her social media apps. I promise you she has. So I'm not even sure she's seen 30% of all the stuff that Candace is saying, if I had to guess. But anyway, we've already seen her. She wants transparency in the courtroom. She wants the world to know the truth. Okay, but this is her about the death penalty for Tyler Robinson. Let's hear what she has to say about that.
If convicted, do you think your husband's killer should get the death penalty?
I do not want this man's blood on my ledger when I stand before the Lord. I want the government to decide. It's biblical too. Justice will ultimately be served.
If convicted.
Man, that's tough right there. That's tough.
I'll say it for you, Erika. Kill him.
Yes.
I'll say it for you. Kill him.
1,000,000%. Squad.
1,000,000%. Kill him.
Yeah.
Exact
Firing
same
squad.
way. Shoot him straight in the neck. That's what I would do.
100%. Next question.
Anyway, here's what I'm going to say, and here's my plea is this. Like, I've seen so many people attacking what Erika wears, how she hugs people, the things she says. I saw one person say that she was squirting teardrops in her eyes before she walked on. She had a freaking tissue, you morons. Think, for those of you who claim you love Charlie so much, 2 months ago, you loved his wife too. And now all of a sudden, every one of you are talking all this crap and doing all this stuff, man. None of you know how you would respond if your husband was one of the most famous people in politics and was assassinated in front of the world. You have to become the CEO of his company with over 1,000 employees, and it is considered the most effective ground game in politics in the country. The entire world is literally hanging off every single word that you say, every single thing that you do, and they're judging everything you wear, how your hair is. Are you crying enough? Are you crying too much? Are you smiling enough? Are you not smiling too much? Or are you not smiling enough? Are you smiling too much? All this stuff. What would you do? I'm telling you right now, if the roles were reversed, I'd flip every single one of you the one finger salute every single day. And I'd tell you where you could find me at the Turning Point headquarters if you had a problem with it. And she owes, here's the thing. I love what she said. We live in a world where everybody feels like they're owed everything. We had somebody a couple months ago send me an email and demand that I explain why we came back from Texas. The gall of some people. I don't owe you. I owe you nothing except to show up every day and do this show, because that's what you're here for. That's what you support us for. That's what I owe you. I don't owe you a dang thing about my life, about my family, about what Todd's doing, about what Tony does, about what I owe you nothing. Erika Kirk owes us nothing when it comes to her family, how she's thinking, why she thinks the way she thinks, why she thinks the way she feels. And people need to back off of Erika Kirk, because you're disrespecting Charlie Kirk, because you're disrespecting his wife, you're endangering his kids, and shame on every one of you. And that's all I got to say about that. We got to raid the Vance. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit that like button right now. We need every single one of you to hit the like button. The more you hit the like button, the more people see this. And also, we're getting ready to go premium. So if you're not already a premium member, make sure that you become a Rumble Premium member right now. You get our after show, you get everybody else's premium content, and no more ads. If you agree that you stand with Erika Kirk and the Kirk family, let's get some American flags in the chat. Todd, pray us out, and then let's go premium. Let's do this thing.
Let's do it. Oh, Father, we just come to you this morning with a humble heart. Lord, I just ask that we just lift Erika and the kids up, Lord, that you protect them, that you shelter them, that you just be there for them, give them as much peace as they possibly can have. And Lord, just help us for our hearts to be sensitive to what she's going through, and what she's having to deal with on a daily basis, what her kids are going through, and that us as Christians are sensitive to that. And Father, we just thank you. We thank you for the legacy that was Charlie. We thank you for the legacy that his family is going to continue to carry. And we just ask that that message and that legacy grows, that we take the responsibility, that we put it on our shoulders to grow that legacy, to amplify and echo your name, not just through the country, but through the world. Father, we love you. We thank you for all that you do. We ask all these things in your son's name, and all God's people said,
Amen. All right. We're going to get ready to go premium here. Todd's going to get the number on the screen, but that's it for the normal show. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We always have a good time. I can't believe today's Thursday.
I know. This week's gone by fast.
It has gone by fast.